Resistance means you're on the right track. Resistance means you're on the right track. That's all it means. And that's what I was experiencing. A lot of internal resistance. A lot of, am I delusional? Am I insane? But more than anything else, I don't like being a punk. I don't like being afraid. I don't like things punking me out of opportunities and stuff like that. And anytime something can shake me up, now I gotta put on my big girl drawers and I got to see what's gonna happen.
Is it really something, or is it really trusting? 'Cause I can back up all I do.
Welcome to Moments in Momentum. I wanted to document this. I am currently walking from Publix. I got Publix and Arden's Garden, a plant-based store, with my book bag on my back, headphones, phone, all the things. Prior to this video, I only had $8 to my name. Roughly 9. Let's say $10 to my name. And I'm not a bit of worried because I just closed a sale for $7,500. This moment is monumental. The deposit was paid. And it's monumental because I used my abilities, my skills, my talents. I used strategy to close this sale, and I know I could close another one and another one. And I'm also not discouraged by this moment because I know I'm in the process of building the system to generate this income more consistently. But prior to me closing to the sale, the account was very much given skimp. Like I said, I only had $10 to my name prior to me recording this video. Now I have about a couple cents to my name. Or let's say about $1.70, $1.50 or something like that. I plan to be moving into these apartments very, very soon. I have a strategy for that as well. But I'm not discouraged at all because I have everything that I need. It's not just about closing the sale. It's about having everything that I need, meaning I have breath in my body starting there. Mobility, I'm healthy, I'm strong. I have a house to live in, a very nice house if we're talking about that, where my uncle is allowing me to stay. So I have a pretty great safety net, and I'm so grateful, not just him but my entire family. If I need something, they always look out for you, girl. But I do have everything that I need. What I went to the store to go get was sweet potatoes, some crystal geyser water, which is all in my book bag. I am very specific about the water that I drink because I'm very specific about the water that I drink because, yeah, all water isn't the same. If you believe that, it's a lie. Let's see. So I got a crystal geyser water, sweet potatoes because my cycle is coming on, and I'm very particular about what I eat during my menstrual cycle. I'm also very adamant. I wanted to walk. I could have drove in my uncle's Audi that he has to the store like I always do, but I wanted to walk because usually around my period, I'm very low on energy. I don't get out the house at all. I'm just chilling. Like, I allow myself to do absolutely nothing, and I just rest, and I'm asleep most of the time. So I wanted to come out, get some sunlight, and to fuel my body before it goes into ministration. The other thing that I went to Arden's Garden, the plant-based store, and I got this. I hope you guys can hear me. I got this drink. I got this drink right here because for the past couple of days or past couple of weeks, so it's great living with my uncle, but my uncle is very much a snacker. He has all the snacks, all the sweets, all the things. But, and it's so interesting that I've been tearing up some Cheetos. And if you are new here, or if you know my content, or if you follow or subscribe to my newsletter, then you know that, hold on, let me get across the street because it's loud and I need to focus. Hold on. Okay. Like I was saying, I made it across the street. I forgot what part I left off on, but yes, I had been eating a lot of Cheetos. It was just my kryptonite. It was great for my nervous system, like for my nerves when I was getting nervous, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I closed the sale, but the resistance that comes with doing something different, doing something new, asking for that amount of money up front, asking for, hey, y'all, men been honking at me. I need to get my ass in this house. 2 men stopped and waved and was like, hey. One was like, can I be your friend? I was like, no, thank you. Have a good day. But he was still happy that I spoke to him, so shout out to them. But what I was saying is, when you go from asking for small amounts of money to big amounts of money, the journey looks different. It's more still. It's more, it requires more thinking. It requires you to, hold on, this is my uncle. He's shaking on me. Y'all, that was my uncle blowing at me. He just got off work, and I told him that I wanted to walk outside for my exercise today. He was like, make sure you got a stick. You going down there and all those animals. He loves me. And back to what I was saying about I got a good distance to go. That's why he was like, you need a stick. And I'll show y'all. It's not as bad as y'all think, or bad as it looks. Anyway, so going from asking people for $10 or $20 or $400, $200, you got to understand, like, I've made money before, right? But to invest in a program, the program that I am talking about, a challenge, Myron's Golden Make More Offers Challenge, he put the fire to our tails and he said, create a $5,000 offer. That instantly challenges me as a person who has only asked for a certain amount, you know. But if I'm talking about being a millionaire or so one day, you have to be more strategic. And I said, okay. So he challenged all of us to do a $5,000 offer. And I was like, okay. But I had to sit down, and it had to be not just about $5,000, because this whole $5,000 trend is going around more than what you think. People are literally paying people for coaching sessions and coaching programs. Oh, what is this? I thought it was a frog. For $5,000. And that's cool. That's great. And I'm going to do that too eventually one day for something, but it has to mean something, and people really have to have transformation. This offer that I created some tiers, and $5,000 was the highest tier, the third tier. And I created it, everything in it. I was like, okay, I love this. Like, I know people are going to love this because it felt great. It felt good. It felt like something that was going to, I'm gonna pause right here because when I get in the sunlight, I don't want my phone to overheat. But it felt great. It felt meaningful. It felt like I was gonna give people a chance to be heard. And it was time for me to try it out or present it. First of all, people were crying. There has been a lot of tears and people opening up to me about what it is they've been through. But prior to me presenting it to people, something told me, raise the price. It was like, raise the price. So I raised it. And the highest tier became $7,500. All that to say, I'm repeating. When someone challenges you, hey, start charging $5,000 for something, and you've been working a job where you don't even make $5,000 a month. What's that, $60,000 a year, right? I was getting paid $36,000 for a job. That was my highest paying job ever. I've been working for myself, granted, since 2020. So I've always had that money coming in too, with fitness and wellness and different things like that. I've always had something, like a side hustle or something. But I will admit that I was just shooting aimlessly, And I started craving more strategy. I was like, okay, I got great ideas. People trust me, which is the biggest blessing in the world, to, work hard to be a good person and then, share all that goodness with other people, and they trust you. And then that's what keeps customers. Like, people come back to me, people remember me, people trust me, and I'm so grateful and honored that people do. But all that to say, I had all the goods and still no strategy. And that's where a lot of you are. You got all the goods, still no strategy. And that's why things aren't panning out the way you would like them to pan out. Now, going back to this resistance that I felt building up to me closing the $7,500 sale. $7,500 to be clear. I felt anxious because I wanted to do more. I felt like when I was sitting down strategizing, when I was sitting down working on my sales pitch, when I was sitting down watching all the YouTube videos while I was retiring my hair, or just in the morning when I woke up, and like 10 days will go by and I'm just listening to the videos. I'm just, working on little tweaks here and there, studying what I should fix. Like, I felt like time was passing by, so the opportunity was leaving me. Even though I had generated leads, and leads are people who are highly interested in what you are offering. So I already had these people, but I now had to get on the phone with them, and now it's time to pitch. But it's a slower pace. And when you're going at a slower pace like that, it could easily make you feel as though, because the money is not quick, because it's not predictable, because you have to depend on yourself, you have to depend on the person to show up, because you have to depend on the moment. You have to be present in order to make these type of transactions. Like, people want to tell their stories, and they tell it, and they cry, and it's been amazing. It's been a blessing. It's been ministry, And while while waiting to finally get on the phone with at least one of these leads. It felt as though I should be doing more. No. You have everything you need to succeed, Mikeya. You have the goods, you have the skills, and you have the strategy. You have the strategy, girl. So I had to calm my nervous system. I had to remind myself of the process. When you're listening to people who are challenging old beliefs or challenging the way you used to do things, and then they explain to you and they give you disclaimers like, yeah, I need for you to expect this. I need for you to know that this is not going to be easy. I need for you to know it's going to feel weird. I need for you to know that it's going to go against everything you've ever been taught. When they tell you these disclaimers, they're not telling you that just because they want to put it into their sales pitch or because they just want it to be a bullet point in their message. No, they're telling you that because it's real. They're telling you about the resistance so you can expect it. So when it comes, you'll know that you're on the right track. Resistance means you're on the right track. Resistance means you're on the right track. That's all it means. And that's what I was experiencing. A lot of internal resistance. A lot of, am I delusional? Am I insane? But more than anything else, I don't like being a punk. I don't like being afraid. I don't like things punking me out of opportunities and stuff like that. And anytime something can shake me up, now I gotta put on my big girl drawers and I gotta see what's gonna happen. If somebody says, if it's happened for hundreds of people, it can happen for me too. Millions of people, it can happen for me too. So I put on my big girl drawers. I actually came up with an alter ego. Her name is Monet, because we get to the money. And when I put my glasses on the top of my head, these glasses, when I put them on the top of my head, that means I'm Monet. When I take them off, that means I get to be Mikeya. I could be insecure. I could be scared. I could be afraid. But when the glasses go on top of the head, baby, we're getting to the money by any means necessary. So I went into the conversation ready, knowing that even if the person couldn't, even if they didn't want the deal, even if they didn't find interest, or they already found it interesting, or even if they felt like they weren't going to move forward or didn't want to, or, regardless, I knew I was going in there to collect data about what it was I was offering, how people respond to it, so I could tweak it again. You better believe the next time I have another call, which is this week, I got another call in a couple of weeks. Not a couple of weeks, couple of days, I'm sorry. This week, I have another call. And when I get on that call, it's going to be better than the first two that I had. Because now I have data from humans crying and expressing what it meant to them, All this to say, that big amount of money meant nothing to them. It couldn't be compared to the value that I was going to bring to them, the offer that I was going to bring to them. And the resistance getting to that point, because I was fighting for my life. The bank account was slim, still is until the deposit hits, All of that is going to make you feel like, what the F are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing more. You're doing better. You're doing the unthinkable. You're doing what they said you weren't supposed to do, or what's what's not considered safe. And I just want to say this too. There's a lot of choices that I've made up until this point that has allowed me to operate the way that I've been operating. I practice things in my personal life that gives me the freedom and the discipline to have this mindset. Hey, how are you? And I don't have children. I don't have a family. I don't have anything that I'm financially responsible for. And it has taken a lot of discipline, a lot of shame and embarrassment, if you will, because I'm going on 32 years old in a couple of months or a month and a half. And people will say, you're supposed to be here by now. You're supposed to have this right now. And I honestly, I've sacrificed a lot in regards to the expectations of what the world said I was supposed to have. I have, I've delayed a lot of instant gratification to be where I am so I could freely make these mistakes because I'm on my way. I'm here. Now it's about rinse and repeat. I'm here now though. I done broke the barrier. I've never made $7,000 a month on a job, let alone closing a sale for $7,500 in an hour. Are you insane? And then I could go and talk to 20 more people. You do the math. So all that to say, I'm back at the house. I feel great. I feel amazing. If you felt bad for me because you're like, oh my kid, you only got that. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all wouldn't believe how many times my bank account has been what it is, but I have everything I need because I've locked in. Like, I have everything I need, the house, the food, all of that. All I need is, let me tell y'all what all I need is. I eat the same things all the time, not because of, I don't eat the same things because I ain't got no money or nothing like that. I eat the same foods because they work good for my body. 2 things I will not go without: blueberries, kale, and spring water. Blueberries, kale, and spring water. And if I got some protein, if I don't really got money like that, or because it's not even about having money, it's about, do you have what you need? And I'm back at the house. It's about, do you have what you need? So tuna packet, like if money low, a tuna packet, some rice. Do I got eggs in the eggs? Do I got water? I got water. Okay, cool. I got blueberries. Perfect. For breakfast, like if I got some protein pancake mix, I feel like all my stuff comes up to about $60 and I can make it shake. And I meal prep too, so it's all about strategy. It's all about discipline. And if you guys, whoever you are, if you could discipline yourself and if you can tap into a strategy, create a plan, and then create a strategy, you'll break through. That's for sure. I don't think I forgot anything, but don't feel bad for me. Celebrate with me. Y'all, we are here and we are outside. Life is about to change. And this is moments and momentum, for real. I don't think I explained to you all what the series is, but this is just about the ugly moments and the momentum, the build-up, all of it, to what you guys are going to witness in the next couple of months, because it's about to be insane. And yeah, if you want to join the creative ways to make money, if you want to build an offer where you can possibly charge that amount or a little bit less, a little bit more, whatever you want to do, it's your world, right? And you know the people that you are targeting. If you are interested in expanding your horizons in this way and doing it creatively, or just thinking of innovative ways to, like, yeah, I can make more money doing that, or yeah, like, I want you to join the Creative Ways to Make Money virtual Zoom call. And if you use this code CWT, Creative Ways to Make Oh yeah, CWTMM. It'll waive your ticket fee for the event. But with all that being said, it is now time to wash my behind, and we're gonna get into music, movement, and motivation in this video. Show you guys what I'm going to eat, and yeah. Hello, it is now time to flow into music, movement, and motivation, a segment that is designed to help you to decrease anxiousness and to become present and one with your body. The segment is posted every Sunday at 6 p.m. in the montage video, Moments and Momentum, and then it is reposted for the movement of the week every Wednesday between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. If you want to catch up on all the ones we've already done so far, here is the playlist right here on my channel that you could look for. All right, so the movement of the week is a forward fold. If you do not know what that is, here's an example. We are going to elongate, come down. Do y'all remember the bend and snap from Legally Blonde? We're doing that, but we are stretching those hamstrings. If you do not know what the hamstrings are, that's the muscle, the back of your thigh muscle. Okay, supporting those glutes, that butte. Okay, we're going to stretch down on one side, hold for 10 seconds. Then we are going to like reset after we do that, and then we're going to switch to the other side and bend for 10 seconds and snap. Okay, before we do that, if you are new here, we do intentional breathing first. So we're gonna breathe in, hold for 5 seconds, then release. Okay, and if you get lost in the sauce, you are going to hear this sound right here to let you know that it is time to switch. All right, let's begin.